The second part of the tissue. We had already done about the plant tissue. Now it is the second part, that is the animal tissue. Animal tissue is divided into four parts. Epithelial tissue. Okay, animal tissue is again divided into four parts: epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, and nervous tissue. Epithelial tissues are on the surface. It makes the outer surface of the human body or any other body, in organism body or animal body. It is again further divided into four parts, that is squamous epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated columnar epithelium, and cuboidal epithelium. Squamous, it is a flat oval structure like structure. What it is, it makes the skin. Okay, it is on the surface of the skin. Columnar epithelium, it is placed on the walls of the important organs. Ciliated columnar epithelium, it is placed in our lungs, in the nostril and the nasal cavity, because cilia's function is to filter whatever is entering our vital organs. Okay, similar is the cuboidal epithelium. Its also function is to secrete, so it is nearly found in the organs of our body, let's say ovary, let's say kidney, so something it's from them. Muscular, it is muscular epithelial tissue, muscular tissue. It is having two kinds of cells: striped, unstriped. Striped means it is having the stripe like structure. We can see that there are the stripes in that cell. Okay, unstriped. Striped tissues is generally voluntary in action. That means it can be controlled by us. Striped cells are seen in our muscles. It controls our movement. We can control our movement. Unstriped, it is involuntary in function. And the function of this unstriped cells is what, in our heart, in the cardiac cell, what it does, it is involuntary. In our lining of the stomach, it is involuntary. So what happens, it is not in our control, so we cannot control these. It is a lifelong process. Okay, then comes the connective tissue. It is of four kind: supportive connective tissue, loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and fluid connective tissue. Support, we know that bone is making our framework. Okay, so bone is giving support to our body, so it is comes under the supportive connective tissue. Then comes the second is cartilage. It is just like the bone, it gives shapes to our body, but our nose tip, our external ear is made up of this cartilage. Okay, so these two are supportive connective tissue. The bone cell is known as osteocytes. The structure of osteocytes is given in your book. You can draw it from there. Okay, the cartilage, the cell of cartilage is known as chondrocyte, and it helps in formation of the cartilage, which is the supportive connective tissue. Then comes the loose connective tissue. It is not tightly packed, it is loose, so it is known as loose connective tissue. It is of two types: areolar connective tissue and adipose connective tissue. This connective tissue is just located beneath the skin to give support. Adipose connective tissue, we can join it with that. It is the fat cell. It is on each and every organ. What is the function? It gives lubricate those organs. It give extra lubrication to them so that the work can be conducted smoothly. It is not that it is making us fat and all, but it is very important for all the vital organs also. Okay, dense connective tissue. Dense connective tissue is of two kinds: tendon and ligament. These tissues join the muscles to bone or bones to muscle. Okay, tendon, when we are talking about the tendon, it joins bones to muscle, skeletal muscle. Okay, as for example, our hand bone, this here arm, is connected to the muscles, then only if the movement in our body is possible, it is due to the muscle, and bone gives us the framework. Now whole body is moving, so this it is due to the tendon and ligament. When the muscle is helping the bones to move, then our movement is seen. It is the characteristic feature of the living organism. Okay, so tendon function is what? It connects bones to muscle, and ligament is connecting muscles to muscles. And the last one is fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue is of two types. It is blood and lymph. Blood is of red color, it is having hemoglobin, and its function is to carry oxygen, food, nutrients, water to the different parts of our body. Okay, they get these things from the different vital organs. And lymph is the interstitial fluid of this blood itself. Okay, when the blood is moving from artery to the capillaries, some part of the blood which is containing WBC even comes to the portion and it moves there. Okay, so lymph is the part of the blood. It is it is white in color. It is containing some WBC. It is moving in the lymph nodes and the lymph vessels, and again when the blood is reaching to the heart, it again come back to the blood stream. Okay, so that's all about the connective tissue. The last one is the nervous tissue. The nervous tissue is very important type of the tissue. It is made up of the neurons. The structure of neuron is given in your book. The neuron is a longest cell present in our body. You can see here it is the neuron, the structure of neuron. It is the cell body, it is the axon, and these all are the points. Okay, can you see these branch structure? It is known as dendrites. These dendrites gather, collects all the information from the sense organ. Okay, these all collect the information from the sense organ, and then it's sent to the cell body. This cell body transmit it to this axon portion, and then it moves to the terminals. These terminals are adjusted to the muscles, and it orders the muscles to do the work according